Alright, we're going to go over some Frisbee strategies. We're going to use this league, okay? So let's start with the very basic and most common, the vertical stack, okay? So, the vert stack. Basically, we're going to have 5 people line up in the middle of the field. Let's say this is one team is going to be in red. The other team is going to be green. Oh, that's hard to see. Let's make it blue. Okay? So, let's say you're the red team, okay? You're going to have a player here. This is the handler. He has the Frisbee right here. And then he has 5 people lined up in the middle of the field. And he has like some other handler around him who's gonna be the dump if he reaches like stall 5 or stall 6. Anyway, vertical stack. Let's say he's being forced flick. Okay, he's being forced this way. So there's an entire side of the field. It's near impossible to throw there. Okay, so here's an opponent, and the opponents are gonna position themselves on this side of the field of the player. So that way, when the red team tries to cut this way, they're already going to have a step on them, okay? So if you ever find yourself against a team who's doing the stack, make sure you're standing on the side that's being forced, okay? Anyway, what the red team is going to do, the first guy in the back, or girl, they're going to cut out, okay? They're going to cut out, and they're going to cut back in sharply, okay? And this is going to give the handler an opportunity to throw to one of his players. This basically just gets your man off of you. So, if the first guy doesn't get past you, he's going to end up right back here in the middle of the field, in front of the stack, okay? He's not going to stay somewhere out here, because if he does that, his man is now in the middle of the field, and now this entire side of the field is also blocked. So now the handler has nowhere to throw. He can't throw here, and he can't throw here, because now the red team didn't clear out, okay? So, let's disregard the opponent team for now, okay? Okay. Let's say this is the handler. He's still being forced to flick, right? Okay, so this guy is going to cut out, back in, about this point right here, in the back player's cut. This guy is going to start cutting too. Now, even though the second player down there doesn't know whether or not the first player got the pass yet, he's still going to start cutting about when the first player is about at this point. This basically like allows for the stack to just keep cycling through. You want it to be as smooth as possible, because what I've seen it happen a lot, what happens is, so the first guy cuts out, right? Cuts back in, doesn't get a pass. This guy is gonna usually waits till the first player gets all the way back in the end of the stack, in the beginning of the stack. I'm bad. If he does that, he's gonna be wasting the precious 10 seconds that he has. So this guy's gonna be like, by the time he does his cut, he's gonna be at stall 5 or something like that. And he only gave himself the team only gave themselves the opportunity for one cut. You want it to be as smooth as possible to keep like opportunities of passes happening. Now, what I don't want to see happen is if this guy forgets to cut quickly, what I've seen happen is everybody starts cutting. Okay, that shouldn't happen, okay? If this guy doesn't cut, it's okay for this guy to start cutting if this guy just completely doesn't go, okay? For some reason. But if he's late, it's okay, we'll fix that next time. This guy should not cut if this guy is just late. If he completely forgets, it's totally fine for this guy to cut. But I don't want to see everyone just cutting in random directions. Like, I've seen that happen several times when someone takes too long to cut. Okay? Simple enough. That's the vertical stack. An important point, though, there's always an opportunity. Let's say this is still the dead side, okay? Oh, that's terrible. Alright, dead side. Frisbee here. Now, let's put the other team back in real quick. Now, if my dump, okay, was able to like get around his opponent, okay, and get around here, and I was able to get a pass to him. Now, my the second handler has a frisbee in the dead side, and guess what? All your teammates are now open, and all the opponents are about 2 steps behind. So this is a great opportunity for this guy to get a deep pass into like the last couple of players. So if the first handler ever gets it to the second handler in the dead side, this is a golden opportunity to break away. And since like it's near impossible for this guy to catch up with the first guy, because if he throws it like this or something into the end zone, that's almost that's a point for sure. So look for that golden opportunity, and don't let it slip by.